Hey everybody, thanks for joining on my channel and out in my garden outside with Jeff. Today we're going to be working up our old corn plot from last year. As you can see, it's got a layer of wood chip mulch over there. We applied that last fall. We're going to be using that as a cover to prevent moisture loss and as well as prevent weed growth through our crop. I also feel like it's going to help us with fertilization retention, and as that wood chip breaks down, it's going to add organic matter and fertility to the soil. Since I haven't actually worked the wood chip into the soil, it's not going to be locking up any nitrogen. So I feel really good about that. We fertilize our corn plot with some 12-12-12 or some Miracle-Gro to give it some high nitrogen little boost. You don't want to stress your corn with lack of nitrogen at all. What you're going to get ready to watch on time lapse is I'm going to be making some furrows, and then we're going to be planting some corn seed. We have 3 different kinds of seed we're planting in this plot. We have Ambrosia, which is a bicolor. I have Illinois Super Sweet, which is a SH2 variety. And then a gentleman from work also gave me some corn seed. It is a Super Sweet variety. I'm not sure on the name of it, but he grew it last year. He wasn't super happy with it, but he had a drought condition, so he thinks that the corn yield suffered due to that. So we're going to plant a couple rows of that and see what we can do here in the home garden. But we're going to throw her in time lapse and get to making some furrows. All right, now that we've got our 4 furrows made, you can see, if you watched my corn planting video last year, I squeezed 5 rows into this same area. I increased the spacing a little bit more than I did last year. Last year I had it on a 12-inch spacing. This year I went with a 15-inch spacing. Just want to see if I can get that ear size up a little bit more. We had some really nice size ears last year, but I want to see if increasing that spacing a little bit will produce a bigger ear overall. So next step, we're going to go ahead and get the seed planted. We're going to lightly cover that up and get it watered in. Let's get it. All right, so now that we have everything planted, we've got the seed sown. I'm gonna go by and I'm gonna lightly cover up the seed with soil. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna water it in really good. Now the soil temperature around here are about 68 degrees right now. Anything over 60, your seed's gonna germinate just fine. I'm expecting this seed to be up in about 6 to 7 days. If after 10 days, whatever has not germinated, I will come back through and I will plant the skips. The first 2 rows, I did Ambrosia. I went ahead and did only 2 varieties, Ambrosia on the first 2 rows. And these other 2 rows are what the gentleman from work had given me. So whatever doesn't germinate, I'll just go back through and fill in those skips, and everything will still mature in a timely manner, and everything will be just fine. So let's go ahead and get after covering the seed with soil and then getting it watered in. All right, that completes everything for planting our corn. I just got everything watered in really well, just like everything I plant. I'll be watering this every day until we see 100% germination. And if we see any that have not germinated, we'll go ahead after 10 days of planting. We will re-sow the skipped areas, just punching a hole with our fingertip, planting a seed in there, and we'll continue to water daily until the plants have reached a height of 2.5 inches, at which time we will then decrease watering frequency to every other or every 3rd day. based on wind, temperatures, and rain conditions in our area. And then once the corn is about a foot tall, we'll go to twice a week waterings. When we have no rain, when we have rain, we'll water once a week. We'll also be side dressing with fertilization at 2-leaf stage, at 12-inch stage, at tassel, and at cob formation. So we're gonna have 4 points of fertilization. We're gonna wanna make sure those stalks stay nice and green and the plants are really healthy so that we can get the biggest corn possible. Well, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to keep your soil moist and your garden green. Have a great day.